like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is the new series that I am reviewing. Well, I watched it before, but this is new to y'all. So this is my review for Little Women Atlanta Season 4, Episode 1. I think when I started reviewing stuff earlier in the year, this Season 3 was on, but I didn't review it. And people was like, oh my God, did you come review Little Women Atlanta? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I do watch the show. I've been watching it. I didn't watch Seasons 1 and 2. Or I watched the end of 2 and then started watching 3, and now I'm on Season 4. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'm going to do it this season, you know, because I do like the show and it is interesting. So here it is. I hope all you guys had a great day. The show came on yesterday, but I'm just watching it today. And next I have to watch Tamar and Vince, so it's going to be a long night. But I hope everyone had a great day. I actually stayed home from work today because of the snow from yesterday. So, you know, I kind of just worked on my channel and stuff all day today. And it is what it is. So, I hope everyone else had a great day. But let's get started on this particular episode. I feel like the episode was cut into like 2 or 3 different parts. I feel it was the whole baby shower for Tanya. It was the whole, you know, Andrea and... I just forgot the other twin name. That fast. Why did I just forget that fast? Oh my God. The twins, you know, and Amanda. Yeah. So the 2 twins, you know, and them trying to get back together. Minnie still causing a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of things. Juicy still causing trouble as always, you know, talking about stuff. And then of course, Moreland and Money. Jesus Christ, it's late. I'm sorry, y'all. So, you know, the episode starts off, we see how Sam wants to plan a baby shower for Tanya. Tanya's pregnant with her 3rd baby. Okay, yeah, ain't no judgment there. But we also see, they are at, like, a water park, I guess it is. And, you know, we see them sitting at the table, talking at the table, like, in the little chairs or whatever, talking about having a baby shower before she gives birth. So that's the one part that we see. And then we later on see how, Juicy and, Money is sitting around talking. Just, you know what I'm saying, kikiing and chit-chatting or whatever. And Juicy kind of bring up when at the wedding with Moreland and Money, how his best man, Robert, when they were like about to fight or whatever, how he said, you know, if you knew what I knew about him, you won't be marrying him. And so Juicy's like, you know, when you heard him say that, did you think about what he meant by that? You know, of course, Money was like, well, yeah, I did, but, you know, I haven't really talked about it. I did wonder what he meant. You know, I did think about it, but, you know, I don't know what it was. And she's like how she wants to talk to Moreland about it, but, you know, it's a sensitive topic, and she don't know how to approach him with the conversation as of yet. So, you know, she said, but I am going to talk to him, because she was like, you know, if it was me, I wanted to know, you know, I want to get to the source. You know, talking to Moreland is fine, but you need to get to the source, meaning talk to Robert. And my thing is, you know, sometimes when you beefed out with somebody, you argue with your friend, they say bullshit to throw a monkey wrench into your situation. So it's almost like they shouldn't be taking what he said as truth. Because again, you know what I'm saying, you say stuff and you pissed off that might not be true. However, you do still ask the question. So, you know, but you see how, you know what I'm saying, she want to get to the bottom of it. But however, it's like, but I don't want to start no mess. Juicy, if you say so. So next we see how Andrea and Chris have moved back to Atlanta. Now they have had a, you know, roller coaster of a relationship or whatever. Some people did not want to see them 2 together. I think Chris was just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really like him much last season. There's something about him that I don't trust. But I don't know if it's just immaturity or if he's just not to be trusted. I don't know yet. We have to see how the season goes. So, you know, they're moving stuff into the house and whatnot. And then Chris like, oh, look who's here. And who walk in? It's Minnie. So I'm like, Minnie, what the hell you doing here? So, of course, Andrea looks shocked, like, what you doing here? And the thing that kind of shocked me was, I mean, she walked in with her shoes on. I hate people who walk into the house with their shoes on. Like, when I walk in my house, I take my shoes off at the door. Sometimes, like, if it's dirty outside, like snow or mud or whatever, I take my shoes off at my, like, before I walk into my apartment, I take my shoes off on my doormat outside my apartment door. Because I don't like tracking in outside on the inside. And, you know what I'm saying, Minnie walked in her shoes and made a beeline to over there where the baby was. I mean, you brought too much of the outside, inside, girl. And she had on, like, a dress. I'm like, it could be all kind of remnants and bugs or just dust on your dress. And you just over there where the baby at. So she did take her shoes off. But I'm like, with your sweaty feet, you walking on the baby's blanket, girl, bye. And then when the baby started crying, like, she probably crying because you walked in too friendly, like, give her space, give her 50 feet. But you know, it is what it is, because she, I guess, is the godmother. But she's like, you know, how did you know we were here or whatever? And she basically just stalked her, you know, just popped up. You know, Andrea did not invite her over. And even when she said, well, how do you know where I live? And then she was like, oh, well, you know, I just know stuff. That's what stalkers say. That's just what stalkers say. It is what it is. So, you know, they're talking about, you know, her and Chris or whatever. And she says since they went to Puerto Rico, that her and Chris are in a better space, as we see, because they both agreed to move to Atlanta. And they are currently in a relationship. So it is what it is. She did, however, say that she realized that she could not let her sister Amanda be, you know, so involved in her relationship that it causes issues in her relationship. And my thing is, when you have a sister, and sisters are just always involved, point blank period, especially if we feel like the other person is not like a good person or whatever. Sometimes we get too involved and it's crazy, but you know, that's kind of like a sister bond love thing. But she just realized how, you know, even though her and her sister have always been so close because they're twins, that she can't let her sister be too involved in her relationship. She admits also that Amanda has not been over to the house yet since they moved back to Atlanta. She's like, she's trying to give her and Chris some time to just, you know what I'm saying, kind of get acclimated to being back. That's what people do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying that if y'all been back for a few weeks that, you know, y'all can at least go out to dinner or something. Like, they ain't got to come up to the house. But, like, y'all should at least see each other. But, you know, it is what it is, and it is what's going to be. So, from there, we see that Tanya is very pregnant. But I'm guessing because she's a little person, she could look more pregnant than what she is because she's a little person. So, but her belly is just, oh, so cute and everything. But we see that she is back with Vaughn. Yeah, you know, he moved in with her and everything, you know, despite her being pregnant by, who was she pregnant by? Nico, who was her son's father. And now they're going to have 2 kids. So, yeah, you know, her relationship with both Nico and Vaughn was always weird to me. Simply because it was just different, you know. So now that she is pregnant by her other baby daddy, but she's with Vaughn, I mean, I just wonder how that goes. You know, she does say how Nico does come like either every weekend, every week, every 2 weeks to see their son, and you know that she just wants him to be there for the baby, basically, because she's happy in her relationship with Vaughn. And even when she talks to Nico, she tries to keep the conversation, you know, short and sweet and basically about the babies. So, I mean, it's good. You know, Vaughn is able to accept that. It's great. But we know that he did before, because when Nico wasn't coming around, he would take, you know, his kid plus Nico's kid and be a father to both. So I'm pretty sure now he's going to be a father to all 3. You know, so it is what it is. So, you know, we see that her midwife comes and that she actually wants to have a vaginal home birth in water. And they say how it's not typical that little people have vaginal births, basically because just how their body is just made differently a little bit. So it's just harder for them to do that. She says that her first 2 kids were a C-section, but she wants to try a home birth. She says simply because she doesn't want to think later on, like, why did I try it? What if I could have done it? You know, but she's aware of the fact that she might have to be transported to a hospital to have a C-section if things go wrong. And the midwife, you know, just kind of gave examples of what could happen that would result in them having to have her go to the hospital to have a C-section, or at least just go to the hospital and not have a home birth. Like if her previous C-section scar rips open, if she has too much bleeding. She gave different examples of reasons why, you know, even though you want to have this home birth, these are reasons that are non-negotiable. So if it happens, you're immediately going to be transported to the hospital. You know, you just have to, you know, deal with that. And she said she's completely okay with that. She understands it because she knows the risk, but she just wants to try it to see, you know, if she can possibly do it. And, you know, it's a great thing for her to want to just try it, you know what I'm saying? But at least she's aware of the risks with it too. But her midwife tells her that because she was complaining of constant pain in her pelvis and pressure, that she has to go on like a modified bed rest because you don't want to go into preterm labor. She's like, if you go into preterm labor, then you really can't have no home birth. You really gonna have to be in the hospital and have it done that way. So, you know, it is what it is, so it's fine. Most scene when we see Minnie and Minnie and Amanda working out, and they were like working out on stairs, and I laughed, not because they're little people, but I'm like, why would Minnie pick the stairs for them to work out on? Because, you know, because I'm short, you know, I'm 5'2", so sometimes even when I'm taking stairs, if the stairs are like too wide, because my legs are short, it's harder sometimes going down them or even coming up them because you have to stretch your legs more and you have short legs. So I'm like, the stairs that they were going up and down were like kind of wide. So I'm like, I didn't want them to fall. I'm like, why she pick those stairs? But, you know, it was what it was. And, you know, they got up and down them. And they just took their time, which you should always do when you're taking stairs and you're short. Because your legs, you know, short girl problems. So, you know, after they do that, they go and get like some smoothies or whatever. Like to a juice bar. And, you know, Amanda brings up how, you know, she hasn't seen Andrea yet, how it's been weird since they got back in Puerto Rico, that she senses some kind of distance between them, and she just wants to get closer to her sister. And then Minnie goes and said, you know, well, I went over her house and saw her and the baby. And Amanda was like, what? How you get over there before me? You know, why would she invite you over there before me? And she's like, well, no, she didn't invite me over. I kind of just popped up over there. And she's like, yeah, but how do you know where she lived? And then she was like, you know, I got, you know, my source, like, I got my ear to the streets. Amanda was like, she lying. Who knows her where where to go? My damn sister. And I mean, I think that's true because, but I mean, just because she told someone else where she lived and she hasn't told you, well, I guess this is, look, it ain't, don't worry about it. You know, it is what it is. But me lets her know, like, no, I popped up. She did not invite me over, so don't feel like weirded out as if I went over to see her before you did because she invited me. She did not popped up. Which means she's a stalker, but it is what it is. So we then see Monty and Morgan at a pottery class. I want to try pottery too. It looks like it'll be cool. But anyway, they're at a pottery class together. And, you know, she basically asked him about what Robert said at their wedding. And she's like, you know, I just want to know, you know, I was thinking about what he said, and I just wonder if there was anything that I should be worried about, you know, based on what he said. And he kind of dances around the question, which immediately lets me know he's lying. Immediately lets me know he's not telling the truth. You know, he kind of says how, you know, I don't know what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I basically had a jealous man at my wedding, and he was just saying stuff to get us both riled up. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. And, you know, she like, well, you're making me nervous because, you know, you're not really answering the question. You kind of danced around the question. You know, is there anything I need to know? Is there anything I need to be worried about? And he like, you know, sometimes talking about him, why you keep bringing him up? Again, he kept dancing around the question, and she kept asking him specifically, like, what did he mean by that? Like, just, is there anything I should know? And when he said, I don't know what he's talking about, you know what he's talking about. You lying because you seem like you're lying, and your ass ain't got no truth in you. But I'm not going to just wait for it to play out. But I mean, anytime you ask them in a direct question and they dance around the question, they lying. That means it's deceit. Okay, that is an automatic, easy lie detector. If you ask them in a simple question and they can't give you a simple answer, they ask lying. It doesn't matter. So, you know, she just lets him know, like, look, because he's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired of talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Why you keep bringing him up? You know, I don't talk to him no more. Leave him alone. And she's like, look, you know what I'm saying? If any of his comments are true, you know what I'm saying? You gonna catch it. You gonna catch these emotions from me. And you're gonna be single. She said you're gonna be single. I'm gonna snap. You're gonna catch the SNS. I'm gonna start telling people I'm gonna do the SNS. You're gonna be single. I'm gonna snap. And like, you don't want to see me snap. But my thing is, he then said, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to see me snap. You don't want to see me snap either. I don't like threats. Don't threaten me. And you don't want to see me like that either. And my thing is, I think once you get to the point where y'all threatening each other, it ain't good. Like, at that moment, just go ahead and call a marriage counselor and just have a conversation with the unbiased third person who can just listen to both of y'all. Because they're going to see he lying and they can at least get something figured out between y'all two. But, I mean, it was crazy. So, we see Amanda talking to her man or whatever, just saying how, she feels weird that she has not talked to Andrea, how she knows she's back in town, but she hasn't invited her over, says how I was with Minnie, and Minnie said that she was over there, and he like, what, you show your sister, that's weird, and she's like, well, I'm trying to give her space, because her and Chris are together, and, I'm trying not to be so involved in their relationship, but I just miss my sister, and, it was a cute little moment or whatnot. It was her voicing her frustration with her sister, but also realizing that she can't go over there just guns blazing like, I need to see you. You know what I'm saying? She realized she has to kind of just take it to, just wait. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still think if the sisters are in the same city, y'all can at least hang out somewhere, and I don't think you should just not see your siblings. I'm not a person who likes not seeing their siblings. When I don't see my siblings, it pisses me off to the highest point of festivity. But it is what it is. So we do see a later scene where they go on a double date and they're at like ballroom classes, and it was cute. You know what I'm saying? They were dancing around and everything. I saw that Amanda took her shoes off while Andrea didn't take her shoes off. So Andrea was in heels. I'm like, girl, you gonna break an ankle. Take them heels off, girl. You can't be just because I said you slipped at one point. I was scared it's gonna break your ankle. But after they danced or whatever, it was an awkward moment of weird silence where they just kind of didn't know what to say to each other. But then, Amanda just admits that, basically she misses her sister. She asked her, like, why did you invite Minnie over? She's like, I didn't invite Minnie over. She just popped up like a stalker. She was just there. I didn't invite her over. And they both just kind of come to the conclusion of, with Amanda saying, like, I miss you. I want to spend more time with you, and I really do need you as my sister. Or whatever. And it was a cute little moment. She just admitted she missed her sister and how they stuck to hang around each other, and how they still need each other. It was cute. It was what it was. And, it cleared up that awkward tension between them because, Andrea let her know that it's not that she's like staying away or whatever, that she still loves her sister. She just hadn't invited her over yet. So it was cute. We see, Juicy, Sam, and I think it was Andrea? Yeah, Andrea, who all met up at like a little store to shop for the baby shower. And they decided they have to have the baby shower at Tanya's house because she's on bed rest. So she can't go anywhere because she's on bed rest. So that was cute how they're going to kind of have a surprise baby shower at her house. Juicy then tells the ladies that she called Robert, and Robert told her that Moreland been cheating on Money, and that when he was out on the road, he was messing with different women at the truck stops. I'm like, he's out here sleeping with prostitutes? Because when I think you mess with different women at truck stops, I just imagine prostitutes. And I'm like, he out here just out here thotting and bopping on Money. I'm looking like, Lord Jesus Christ, I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it because he looked like he was lying, but it is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? She's like, how she just don't know how to tell Monty at all. She's like, I don't know how to break it to her. And Sam said the best things. How do we know what he said is true? You know what I'm saying? How do we know he's not lying? And Juicy's like, well, that's his friend. And they was so close, you know what I'm saying? And he said it, so these allegations just too much for me not to tell Money. I have to tell her, I can't keep it from her. I can't keep this from her. I'm like, it's going to be a whole mess. It's going to be a whole mess. So they go and they had a baby shower for Tanya. It was really pretty. They set it up like in the backyard. Nico had her kind of occupied in the house. And then when Sam went in to get her to bring her out, she's like, oh, it's a deer outside. Come see the deer. And I'm like, the deer? And she's like, oh, what's up? So she tried to look out the back window. She's like, no. Come on, go outside and see it out front before it gets away. The kids are outside. So when she walked outside to the backyard, everyone was out there. It was very pretty. It was done very, nicely. It was a backyard baby shower. It was set up pretty cool. I liked it. You know, she was happy to be able to, you know, just have a celebration of life with her friends. You know, Vaughn was there and her kids were there. It was really cute. You know, the decorations were cute. I liked it. I'm like, okay, you know, she got some gifts. It was pretty. But then Moreland put up. Moreland showed up, and you can see the disdain on some of the ladies' faces. And, you know, when he got there, it was weird because then just like, Money, can I talk to you real quick? So she pulled over to the side, and Juicy goes on just tell Honey how Moreland, she talked to Robert, like, you know how I talked to? I called Robert. She's like, what? You did what? And she's like, well, I know you weren't going to call him, so I called him. She's like, well, okay, what did he say? But girl, he said that, you know, Moreland was cheating on you at these truck stops with these random women. And you know what I'm saying? That he cheating. And for, I mean, Money looked devastated. Like, her face was like, oh, damn it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he meant by it. I mean, she looked really sad, you know. She says how she can't believe it, how she's pissed off. And, you know, Juicy goes on to say, you know, but, you know, to stay calm, you know, talk to him in private, you know, talk to him away from the group. Because y'all are married, so it needs to be private. And I'm like, why would you tell her at a party full of people? Why would you tell your friend her husband cheating on her at your other friend baby shower? And then say stay calm and don't talk about it in front of the group. But you did it at a group event. Like, why won't you take her out to dinner or take her somewhere when it ain't nobody else there and just say, hey, this is what I find out. You know, take the information, do what you will. But no, you told her at a party. Girl, why? Because you wanted to be messy. And then, so, you know, I just had to. I couldn't keep it a secret no more. You kept it a secret from the time you found out until then. If I find out my friend's man is cheating, if I'm going to tell them, I don't even want to tell them at a public event because I don't want them to embarrass themselves going off on their husband. So my thing is, you kind of embarrassed her because you made it a public thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not private. So, you know what I'm saying? Money confronts Moreland. You know, they do step to the side, but I mean, they were number but 15 feet away. Everybody heard them talking or whatever. And it's like, you know, Juicy told me that she talked to Robert, and she called and talked to Robert, and he said that you was cheating on me. What's going on? Is that true? And then he like, you know, well, first of all, why the fuck is Juicy calling Robert? I said, that's a man for you. A man would definitely think about something that ain't got nothing to do with the question I asked you. And Money said, you focus on the wrong shit. Answer my question. Was you cheating on me? Did you cheat on me? What's going on? Why would he say that? He said this and da-da-da-da-da. And he said, if I knew what you knew. I'm like, see? And, you know, he like, calm down, you know, all this he say, she say stuff is crazy. You know, you can't be looking into that. And just calm down. Now, he talking in circles again. He not answering the question. She asked him a direct question, and he did not give her a direct answer. And she says, look, I love you and everything, but I ain't the kind of woman gonna stick around when you know, doing all this foolishness. Like, I'm not gonna be here for that. If this what you into, that ain't what I'm here for. I'm like, that's right, girl. Stand up for yourself. Tell his ass, I ain't the one, okay? So, he says, look, what he's talking about happened before we got married. I was like, he just admitted it. And she's like, wait, what? So you was cheating on me? And I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. And he like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this shit. You know, I ain't trying to deal with this stuff. I don't want to talk about it. She was like, look, just answer the question. Did you cheat on me? And then, of course, the episode goes off. But I'm like, when he said what he was talking about happened before we got married, girl, yes, he cheated. And yes, it's a fucked up situation. And my thing is, whether the cheating was oral sex, sexual sex, flirting, kissing, or whatever, you know, I just can't wait to see the next episode. Let me just say that. So, that's my review of this particular episode. You know, I still think that Juicy was wrong as hell for telling Monty at this baby shower. I think she should have waited and told her somewhere else separately. I think Moreland is a liar because he keeps, you know, dancing around questions, so we know he did something and he ain't ready to admit it. But at the same time, when Juicy said before, like, well, that's his friend and they've been friends for a long time, so we know what he had to say has the whole kind of truth. That ain't true, because your true friend ain't gonna tell your true friends don't tell your secrets. My thing is, sometimes your friends who are pissed off at you will throw lies on top of truths. It can be something as simple as he was out on the road flirting with women, not having sex with women, but flirting with women. And because he pissed off at you, he then say, well, he was cheating on her. and he didn't sexually cheat. Because my thing is, if you flirt with somebody, I can get over that. I'm cuss your ass out, but I can get over it. But if you out here fucking girls, bruh, we got multiple girls. Oh, we got a. If you out here Tiger Woodsing, we got a full-fledged problem. And so my thing is, I want to know exactly what did happen. Like, how was he cheating? Was he out there flirting with women, or was he out there thotting and bopping with them girls at them truck stops? That's the part that we don't know. Because again, your true friends will never tell your secrets, even when y'all beefed out. Your true friends take your secrets to the grave. Okay, they keep skeletons buried and away. Okay, you don't throw people's skeletons at their new wives, friends. Okay, you don't do that. And that's my review. So, of course, put your comments below. I will see you guys to the next review. And I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.